Hey Falcons, Mrs. Pfeiffer here for week 6, part 2 of our summer learning. I hope you're doing great. Um, in the last video, we talked all about schema, adjectives, we reviewed those things, and we talked about the difference between fiction and nonfiction, and how this week we're going to be reading The Fly, actually in this video. And this is a nonfiction story, so because it gives us facts, even though it has illustrations in it. We talked a little bit about that. So if you didn't get to see that, go back and watch it. We also talked about our vocabulary words behind me. We're going to go over those in a minute. We started our KWL chart, so we talked about schema and what we already know about flies. And I wrote down a few things. I hope you wrote down a few things more, because I'm sure you do know a little bit more about flies. And yeah, I think that's all we did in the last video. Okay, so in this video, we're going to work in the middle part of our KWL chart. We're going to talk about what we want to know about flies. Well, actually, it'll be what I want to know about flies. At home, you're going to write down some questions too. Maybe you have the same questions as me. That's fine. And then we're going to go over the vocabulary words before we read our book. We're going to go over our vocabulary words again. Sorry. And then we will be reading The Fly. And yeah, I think that's about all we're going to do. So let's come up with some questions. So in the last video, I told you that flies fly. We know that. They are around people in our homes a lot sometimes, and they have wings and lots of eyes. I'm sure you came up with a lot more at home, but let's move on to the middle part. So if you have your paper, you can be writing along with me, or you can be creating your own questions. So what do you want to know about flies? That's what you should be asking. What do you want to know about flies? So I guess I never really thought about it, but I want to know a little bit more about their life cycle. So how are they born? What do they grow? How do they they don't just come out of an egg as a fly. So what is the steps of the life cycle? So I'm going to put life cycle because I don't have a lot of room. You guys can write longer. Life cycle, question mark. Okay. Also, we knew that they are around humans and homes a lot. Why? Why are they always around us? Why do they like us? And then my last question that I was thinking about was, what do they look like close up? Had to go in other lane a little bit. So I only have 3 questions because I was only going to be able to fit that. But if you have more questions, that's great. So pause the video, write down all your questions. You might not write as fast as me, and that's okay. Write it all down. Okay? I'll give you a few minutes to finish up what you're doing right now. A few seconds. Sorry, not minutes. Okay, so if you need to pause the video, it's fine. All right, I'm going to move on to the vocabulary words. Okay, so we said digestive means the breakdown of our food. So mirrors on. Digestion means the breakdown of our food. The next word, species. Species means a group of living things. A group of living things that they have something in common. Mirrors off. Mirrors on. I'm sorry, I had to pause the video. I'm sorry, mirrors off. I had to pause the video because my husband and son came down and interrupted me, but we're going to get back to it. Okay, so mirrors on. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mrs. Pfeiffer. My name is Mrs. Pfeiffer. Okay, introduce means to state someone's name, or something's name, Mirrors off. So introduce means to say your name, introduce yourself to someone else, or things like that. Okay. Mirrors on. Slightly means a small amount. Pupa means the same as a chrysalis. It's where an insect changes but stays not moving. Stays still. Ears off. Sorry, guys, that wasn't the best hand motions. I didn't have it in my head before, but it's okay. All right, let's read our story. So now we have our words. We have digestive species introduced slightly in pupa. And I know you practiced those words already, so I'm super proud of you. Okay, so if you have this story, go get it right now. If not, follow along with me. All right, it's called The Fly. Let's learn a little bit more about them. Let me introduce you to a very special guy. Here's the fly. Hey there. There are more than 100,000 species of flies in the world. I did not know that. The green bottle fly. Who are you calling green? The blue bottle fly. I feel sad sometimes. The fruit fly. Whee! Refreshing. Also known as Drosophila. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The housefly, he's the hero of this book because I'm the king of the trash heap. So we talked, there's our vocabulary word, species. Okay. The housefly is a member, The housefly is a member of the Muscidae, I don't really know how to say that word. I'm struggling today. Family. Okay, so it has family of flies. I mean, there really isn't a brother and a sister and a mom and that's not really how flies do that, but realistic fiction. We don't call him the housefly because he's a pet like a dog or a cat, but because he likes to get inside our houses. Hey, I'm not a dog. You're not? Oops. The housefly is found in every country in the world. Houseflies like humans because we offer them a warm place to live and lots of garbage to eat. He's sitting on the couch with that guy. So there's the answer to one of our questions, huh? The housefly is gray with black stripes on his back, and his body is covered with hair. That means a lot of shaving. The housefly measures from 0.2 to 0.3 inches, 5 to 8 milliliters long. The female is slightly bigger than the male. Ha ha. The housefly's eyes are red and have many tiny flat surfaces that allow him to see in all directions at the same time. Jonathan, I told you not to snack before dinner. Darn, busted again. Thanks to little bubbles of liquid at the ends of his feet, the housefly can walk on walls or even on the ceiling. It's pretty cool, but it's not easy to play soccer up here. The housefly uses his tube-shaped mouth to suck up his food. He can only eat liquid foods, or just liquid. So he spits or vomits a bit of digestive fluid on his meal to soften it up. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Jonathan, did you spit on your food? Yes, Mom. There's a good boy. Slurp. Oh, that's disgusting. The fly has really disgusting taste in food. I'll have the garbage juice soup for starters, followed by the dirty diaper with rotten tomato sauce. Excellent choice, miss. I guess if they're in the garbage, they really do have gross taste. It's disgusting. The female fly can lay over 100 eggs at a time. From the egg comes a maggot, which then turns into a pupa, which then becomes a fly. Jonathan, come say hi to your 98 new baby brothers and sisters. Ugh. So there's our life cycle. Maggot to the pupa. Remember we said that's like a chrysalis, like a cocoon for a butterfly, and then come out of the pupa comes the fly. The fly can be eaten by other insects, such as spiders, or by birds or fish. The fly lives between 15 and 30 days. Only days. Oh, I didn't read the part. I want you home before 10 o'clock, Josephine. Understood? Mom, I'm not a baby anymore. I'm 6 days old. Because he walks on garbage and gross stuff like poo, the fly can carry germs and cause hundreds of diseases. Good morning, you ordered the flu? Gross. Flies are kind of gross. So next time a fly wants to share your food, make sure he washes his hands. You wouldn't have rotten mayo for fries by chance. The end. So that is all about the fly. That's way more than I wanted to know, I think, about the fly. We know quite a few things. So in the next video, we will write down what we've learned on our KWL chart, and we'll play a little game. So if you have a die at home, you'll need that for the game. I just pulled mine out of one of the game boxes at my house. So if you have like a game that has a dice in it, go ahead and grab one. If not, that's okay. You can play along with me and use mine. Okay? I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.